on the fucking finger, and it's still not working.
That's what I'm saying, man. That
A
shirt cannon
broken
it
finger?
must be supercharged.
What does this woman do for a living, man? A broken fucking finger? That doesn't. Most people don't you just like bind it to the next finger or something like that? Is there? I didn't even realize you did surgery for broken fingers.
Yeah, you typically just shake it off.
I agree, man. I've never had one, but I did have a dislocated pinky one time playing basketball. It got all fucking jammed straight sideways, and it looked like shit. I just popped it back in, and it's fine. I didn't even go to the doctor. Everybody's
That
not
lady
made like me,
going
though,
to the
man.
doctor.
Yeah, she did. She went to the doctor twice. Well, that's fucking cool. But not really. I mean, I guess it sucks. That concussion one in the NBA was way worse, though. Obviously. I mean, that's a bigger deal to hit somebody. The thing is, though, you're there at your own risk, man. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, you could also get hit with a fucking baseball. You could also get hit with a fucking baseball bat. Or you could get hit with any number of fucking items and shit like that. A beer. Somebody could drop a beer. You know, like any fucking thing could happen. Like, you're at a baseball game or a sporting event in general. But take baseball. I mean, foul balls are constantly flying out and shit. Like, people get hit all the fucking time. And, like, that's just, like, it's what you do. You know what I mean? Like, if you're at the game, you're taking some sort of risk on yourself, I feel like.
You got to pay attention. That's why people are going there with gloves, man. You got to be willing to catch that shirt that's coming at you.
You have to. You have to be able to catch that shit. And honestly, that's like the best case scenario, man. I desperately want to catch like a home run ball or a foul ball. I actually think that this year I'm going to a Red Sox game in Boston. I'm pretty sure with my roomies.
Fuck yeah!
It's going to be pretty sick. They went last year to the Astros Red Sox game. I can't remember who they saw. I think Keuchel, and I think maybe Chris Sale. I know Kimbrel. They were right by the bullpen. So I think that my roomie actually had like a conversation with Kimbrel for a minute. And then they won, and I don't know. That was a pretty fucking sick game. But I would love to fucking catch a foul ball or a home run ball or something like that, man. That's like a fucking dream.
No, for sure. That's been the dream since you're a little kid, right? That's why you go to the park with a glove on, you know?
Mm-hmm. Be prepared for that shit. Never happens though. That's the thing.
No, I know. You're just there with a glove.
Mm-hmm. I know. You're literally wearing a fucking glove. It kind of takes away from your dexterity and the other shit you can hold, man. Like food and drinks and shit like that, man. There's not a whole lot of things, man. I guess you can just hold your drink in your glove, you know. But that's kind of whatever. Maybe for another day.
What game are you looking at going to?
I'm not really sure. Obviously, we wanted to go to the Yankees and the Red Sox, but when we were looking at tickets like 2 weeks ago before the start of the season, the first series where the Yankees played in Boston was like September, which is kind of the time, or August, excuse me, which is kind of the time period that we're trying to go. But the tickets were like $1,000, so we might have to just kind of go see. Like I said, he saw a great matchup. You know, what was going to be a playoff matchup between Houston and fucking Boston. I'm not sure though right now. I mean, if they have a bad year, I'm not sure how much it really matters either. You know what I'm saying? But if they have a good year, I'd like to see them against some competition, Houston or maybe Tampa. Obviously, the Yankees, something like that. You know.
Nice.
But yeah, like literally, we're planning on going just for the game and to hang out and stuff like that. So we can. There's not really a specific time period that we would have to go or anything like that. Like we could just kind of go and whenever we decide, you know.
That's what's up, man. Especially going to a home game in Boston. That'd be great.
I know. That would be fucking awesome, man. I'm looking forward to it for sure, man. All right, what else is on your mind? You got any players you're thinking of right quick? Or anything else here?
Players, man. We got some dudes that are coming out of nowhere. Tim Anderson with the White Sox leading the league with .515 batting average.
I know, I saw that, man. I was looking at that shit. He only has 17 at bats, I think, but fuck, man, .515 batting average, and definitely is coming out of nowhere. The White Sox too. I mean, not playing too well. Aren't they playing the Braves today, or weren't they supposed to play the Braves today?
No, the Braves are supposed to play the Rockies, but
Colorado,
we got rained out.
Dude, well, Tim Anderson is balling pretty heavy right now, man. How about fucking and honestly, I would expect him to cool down a little bit, just because the guys that I was looking at, to give little shout outs here for the fucking batting average, have all had probably like twice as many at bats. But Bellinger, bro, batting 440 right now with 7 home runs.
Yeah, he's balling.
Dude, he is fucking balling out right now. And then your boy Freddie, batting 400. That was a good call there with your MVP pick, man. Batting 400 right now. And that's one that you could see possibly, probably not batting 400, but batting 370 or something like that. And then Mike Trout, man, batting 406 right now. 5 home runs, leading the league in walks, and his on base is 592, bro.
Jesus.
592 for Mike Trout right now on base, bro. I looked at his OPS. I don't know if you like OPS much, but I usually like to follow that. His OPS is like 1.5 right now. I mean, it's over 1.5. It's like 1.57 or something like that. I mean, he's fucking Mike Trout is undercover, sneaky undercover, having a fucking incredible baseball season.
Man, that's one of the few dudes that gets paid and then continues to show up for work.
I agree. Did you see that he kind of got hurt yesterday?
I did. Yeah, he's got a groin strain.
Yeah, sliding into second base. I don't think it's going to be terribly serious, but you definitely got to worry about any soft tissue injuries, especially. You know what I mean? With Mike Trout, especially. I mean, he's playing so fucking good.
Yeah. He's going to fall out of that groove that he's been in, you know?
Could be. I mean, you got to worry. You just got to hope that the thing about groin injury, soft tissue and stuff, is that they just linger. You know what I mean? It's not as much of an exact science as like a broken bone would be.
Or, without a doubt.
Or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you just kind of hope that it comes back proper and hope that you don't retweak it or something like that.
Yeah, dude, I got a small little hamstring issue last year, and because I didn't get ahead of it, it stuck with me for like 6 months. It was like 6 months later where I was still dealing with this tight hamstring, and finally I took it seriously and got rid of it. But just like you said, man, muscle pulls, they're finicky. They can be weird.
So did you actually pull it last year?
Yeah, in like May, I kind of pulled my hammy, and I tried stretching it out like the same week, and I tried continuing to work out. And I realized later on that stretching it out early on is probably the one thing you don't want to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you like with a hamstring or soft tissue shit, like you more or less want to let that, like, because it gets overstretched when a groin or a soft tissue, for example, gets pulled like that. It gets overstretched, so you want to let it come back to center and not try to stretch it out right away like I ended up doing, and I probably just did more damage than I did good.
Did you do? Was that Spartan racing or what?
Yeah, doing one of my longer races last year. It was like 14 miles, and I just wasn't ready for that kind of distance. Pulled the hammy.
Dude, that fucking sucks, man. I mean, and you said it lasted about 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, if I would have went to a physical therapist and actually got ahead of it, I would have been fine. And that's one of those things. These guys, like these athletes out there, man, they have the best of the best helping them with their stuff. So that's the good thing for Mike Trout, for example. Yeah. He's going to get the right advice from the second that it happens, and he's going to get that taken care of. He's probably going to be back in like a week or two, I would imagine. But yeah, if you don't take care of stuff, man, it'll linger.
Definitely, man. Speaking about pulling a hamstring, did you see that Lester pulled his hamstring? John Lester pulled it yesterday too, or not really pulled it, he tweaked it.
Who pulled their hamstring?
John Lester.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, they're putting him on the injured list.
Yeah, he's on the IL, which is weird. They're calling it the IL this year.
I know. They want to be different.
I know, right? Fucking, I'm not even sure what the different designation is, but it's whatever. I mean, I guess you just kind of get used to it. But yeah, I saw that he said he wants to be out for his next start. And I was like, dude, you're on the 10-day DL. What the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess he thinks he's not hurt very bad. But again, with one of those situations, the Cubs have been really bad lately, or this year. But if they want to be able to make a run, obviously they're going to need their pitching game at full health. Clearly, not that he's their best pitcher, but sometimes he is their best pitcher. And it's just tough, again, Lester, he's old, man. I saw he's 35 years old now, which is fucking crazy to think about that, man. I remember when John Lester with the Red Sox back in the day after he beat cancer or whatever. I remember when he was like 24, man. So it's kind of weird that he's a fucking 35-year-old man at this point.
I was watching him earlier in the season, and the announcers were even saying he doesn't have the same speed as he used to. He's not throwing 95, 96 up in the 90s anymore. He's more of a location and using his entire arsenal kind of guy. Which is what you got to be when you get a little older in this league. You got a lot of innings on your arm. You're not going to be able to wing it like you used to.
No, that's and he, kudos to him for being able to make that transition. I mean, that's not that easy. I mean, most pitchers don't have as many 4 pitches or whatever. I mean, a lot of starters have 3 pitches. They rely on fastball slider or fastball cutter or something like that combination, And so, I mean, kudos for him on actually being like an actual pitcher. But, yeah, it's just tough. I mean, I obviously, like him being a Red Sox legend, really. I like John Lester quite a bit. I wasn't happy to see that whole hamstring issue. So I hope he gets okay.
For sure.
Did you see Severino, bro? What happened with Severino?
Oh, my God. He's got a grade 2 lat strain, which is a muscle tear.
Is it? How do you know all this fucking medical knowledge, bro? What are you doing with your free time?
Man, I've been looking this stuff up, man. I'm all over.
You're just keeping your eyes on the books?
That's right.
Cool. Well, fuck, he was already going to miss the first month of the season. So, I mean, he was already going to miss 2 more weeks from today or so. Now, it comes out 6 more weeks for Luis Severino. That's the ace of the Yankees. One of the 3 or 4 best pitchers in the American League. That's bad for New York.
Yeah, they were saying that he's going to be able to avoid surgery on it. It's just going to be a let it chill, let it heal kind of thing. But goddamn, when you got a lat tear, that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, especially as a pitcher, man, I can only imagine that when we're talking about the Trout or your hamstring situation, how it lingers. I mean, if you actually tore the fucking muscle, and as a pitcher who everything has to be exactly precise usually for them to be who they are. You know what I mean? Any one small thing at all can change their delivery or.
And we're talking about his lat.
What was that?
We're talking about his lat muscle. That's like a major muscle.
Oh, for throwing. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Exactly. Especially for a dude who hits 99 and 100 and things like that on the gun, man. I thought that's They luckily have Paxton, who I think is pitching today. Who's been pitching well, and Tanaka's been pitching really well. But I mean that's a huge blow to the Yankees. Obviously, they were expecting him to be back and hoping that he was going to be back sooner rather than later for sure.
Yeah, no, that's a huge blow to a team that's chasing the Tampa Bay Rays, who are still killing it out there.
Yeah, Tampa Bay on fire. Blake Snell again with a huge game, 2 days ago, man? Fucking, I think 11 strikeouts in 6 innings or something like that. Real badass, man. Blake Snell is fucking killing it still. Talking about other pitchers coming back, did you see Kershaw? You see what's going on with Clayton Kershaw?
I saw that. He threw 6 solid innings down in his last rehab start.
Yeah, and I read that as long as there are no I think that was last night, and so as long as there are no after effects, today and tomorrow, that he is going to be pitching for the Dodgers either Sunday or Monday.
That's what's up, man. That's good to see. Clayton Kershaw is one of the bigger names.
Oh yeah, and in that case, the rich are getting richer as far as that's concerned. Obviously, the Dodgers are in first place in the NL West, but again, I mean that's similar to the Severino situation where, they're. I think this is better than what they were hoping. The Severino situation, both of them are trying to get, waiting hopefully to get their aces back. a little bit into the season. But I think that this situation, I think that they